All right. Hey, this is my first YouTube video. I've thought a lot about how my first YouTube video should be or whatever. I just can't get it right. I can't get it right. I've been over this over and over and over. So I just said, screw it. I'm just gonna come just like this. My name is David. This is my first YouTube video. It feels a little weird because I didn't know how to come. I even got these Shankalicious XL gummies for the beginning of my first YouTube video. I don't know. I didn't know what I was gonna do with these, but it just looked funny, and I thought might be funny if I just used something like this for the beginning of the video. So stupid. As you can tell from the title, I want to be like a mangaka, comic book artist, whatever. This is what I want to do. I want to make my own story. I've been thinking about my own story ever since 2021. And I didn't take it seriously for like other reasons I'll go into later on in the video. But I didn't really take it seriously until last month, and I began writing and the power systems and all that. And since I was a kid, I've always loved manga. I was reading like Legend of Zelda, and I was reading Kingdom Hearts. I love graphic novels. I was reading Bones, and I remember if everybody knows it's a graphic novel called Cardboard. It's just stuff like that I just always love. And I remember I would always go to the library and go straight to the mangas and graphic novels, and I would just dwell into that. I would be reading One Piece and Naruto and Dragon Ball, and I've always, like, me personally, I've always loved manga more than anime. Like, I love anime. I love anime, but manga always hits home for me more. I've loved that stuff ever since I was a kid, and I kind of lost that along the way on growing up. And then recent events have been happening in my life. I found my love for manga, my creation of manga, and I've had, and I don't mean to brag, but I know that I'm a pretty good writer. That was actually one of my things in school that I was most talented in. It wasn't math or like history or gym. It was English. It was writing. I've always had like a talent for writing, and I expanded on that even more with what I'm doing now. And yeah, the writing I love to do. I love writing, and I love crafting my own power system. I'm not gonna get into it now. If you love Hunter x Hunter, and if you love Jujutsu Kaisen's power system, you're gonna love my power system that I made. You're gonna love it. But more, I'll get into all that stuff later into the video. And I've always loved writing. Writing was always a passion for me. But the thing is that I'm not good at drawing. I don't know how to do it. When I was little, I knew how to draw pretty good, but I kind of lost that creativity along the way of growing up. Being in high school and middle school, and expectations and stuff like that. I kind of lost that my creativity. I'm finding it now, finding it again, like that inner child. But along the way, I kind of lost that my creativity. I remember I loved Akira Toriyama's Great Ape. Like the Great Ape. When I was a little kid, I remember I would be like lying to other children and said that I grew up with a tail, just like Goku did. Because I loved the Great Ape form in Dragon Ball. That it's just so cool to me. I remember, and y'all can hate me as long as I love Dragon Ball GT. I love GT. I love GT. It's so crazy. I remember when I was growing up, I would ask my dad all the time, do you think they're gonna add Dragon Ball GT to Netflix? I want to watch, because when I was a little kid, I didn't know where to watch anime. I didn't know anything about like plagiarism sites or anything like that, or like I didn't know anything about that. I just knew that, like, you know, only knew about Toonami, and I would never see it on Toonami. And I would ask my dad all the time, when is GT coming to Netflix? And my dad would be like, soon, just wait. It never came. But I love Dragon Ball GT. I love the like, I don't know what it's called, the Saiyan 8 form. I love that. I love that. I love it. I love Dragon Ball GT. I think it's great. And that opening, oh my god, that opening is fire. I still listen to it. It's even in my Spotify. I listen to it all the time. But yeah, I love all of it. Like anime openings, anime, and fighting choreography, and martial arts, and just manga and power systems. I'm just a huge nerd for all of it. All of it. I'm just a huge nerd for all of it. One of the biggest reasons why I even got in, like, I boxed for a while in high school, and this is the truth. One of the biggest reasons why I even boxed is because I thought it was so cool in Hajime no Ippo. I saw the boxing, and I thought it was so cool, and I just wanted to go. I wanted to do that. I wanted to box because I saw Hajime no Ippo box, and the pronunciation on that is pretty bad, but no, I saw that, and I just went straight for it. But I'm drifting into like my passion towards what I'm working on. But back what I was talking to before, I do not know how to draw. Now, I did have a pretty good grasp on it in my upbringing. 1 second. So I got this this right here. So before I show you this, I want to give a little like a pretense, some backstory onto this. I was the most creative when I was like smaller, and I drew this when I was in 7th grade, and it was a project that the art teacher made us work on. And I remember, and I still to this day, I did not think that I did a good job on it, but my art teacher thought it was amazing, and she wanted me to put it in a art show. Yeah, an art show. Wanted me to put it into an art show, and you know, my grandma has it framed, and it was in this St. Louis art show for the year when I was in 7th grade. And yeah, and I don't know why my alarm just went off. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know why my alarm went off, but yeah, I was in this art show and everything, and I still think it's not that good, but no, here it is. I drew this when I was in 7th grade, but this, and she even drew like, it's so fucked up. I even remember this. She drew a fucking yes on the back, because at the end of the project she would look at all the kids' art, and then she would write like no, and then she wrote yes on mine to put it in. Oh wow, would you look at that? The fucking dog came down. Look, the dog came down. This is Fergie. Hey, Fergie. Yeah, Fergie. Yeah, she's licking me. Yeah, she's adorable, ain't she? Yeah, but back, fucking dog. But back what I was talking about. Yeah, she wrote like a yes on mine to put it in like the art show, and looking back at it now, I think that's like the biggest for me. it is one of the things that gives me confidence towards my art, because even if I don't think my art is good or what I draw is good, other people might think it is. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I burped. But yeah, other people might think it's good. And it's not about, you know, I put myself in all these high expectations, and I always fall like flat on my face every time I put these incredible high bars in front of me. It's rather than just being okay and relaxed and not stressing about all these expectations that I subconsciously put for myself. I just need to do, and then just be okay. Because when I drew this, I it's not like I was like super like in like oh, I'm trying to make this perfect. I was just doing. You know, I was just doing, and I was okay with that. And you know, you know, there's a bunch of Chinese words. I think I did cool on this one. I don't know, but I was just doing, and everything just kind of came, rather than just forcing and put all these high expectations for myself, and you know, I just did. And there's people who saw my art and loved what they saw, like regardless of what I might think about myself, what I worked on had an impact on people. And you know, that's one of the biggest things as to why I believe now that I can get better at art again. I think, like, I know, I'll put that right there. I know that I can really put something out there with my storytelling and my characters and in the art that I draw. I know I can do something good, because if I've done it before, I can do it now. So yeah, I think it's about time to talk about this. Now, again, I said I don't know how to draw. I don't know how to draw, but the whole month of January, I tried to draw every day. Now, I didn't technically draw every day. I drew every other day. You know how life gets, but I drew every other day, and I think I had some pretty good progress. So I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you that now. You like what I'm doing? You like this little camera? I'm a smart individual. You see the little backs, and I'm showing. All right, I'm sorry. I'm weird. But okay, so this is like my first page. Yeah, let me put that right there. All right, so this is like my first page that I ever did, that I drew. Like, this is day one. So this is Mekumaru from Jujutsu Kaisen. You know what? I'm gonna say this now. Absolute two favorite animes, mangas all time. Hunter x Hunter first, Jujutsu Kaisen second. I don't care about how bad that ending was. There's no anime, there's no manga better than Hunter x Hunter and Jujutsu Kaisen. Y'all can fight about that with me all y'all want. I don't give I don't care. But that out the way. This Mekumaru, you know, see how bad his ear is all the way up. I tried to draw his little scar. It looks terrible. This is Marito's face, similar in the same page. You know, still, you know, not good. But moving on, I try to I do Hanzo and Gon from Hunter x Hunter. I will say this about when I drew art. A lot of the times, like my favorite like art style, or like whatever is Geiga Katami's like style in Jujutsu Kaisen, and I wanted to get that. I wanted to like mimic that type of art, but you know, it was hard for me. I tried to draw like the eyes and stuff, and it was cool, but then I drew like faces. I just could never get it right. I just kind of doodle. I tried to draw like an arm. Like I just kind of drew some shit. And, you know, it's just. Speaking about this, I drew like weapons. For some reason, I just kind of was doodling, and then I don't know what the other one is, but I drew like weapons. But you know, this is just life. you know, just shit that I just drew. You know, when gone, was face to face with Pico. I drew him crying, and he's like all like, you know, I just drew, and you know, shit, I got frustrated. Another thing, so the way Gege Akutami draws his hands, I love so much. I love the way that he draws hands. So I do that right here. Yeah, I got the 3 fingers, and I just said, fuck it, that's fine. And when I remember when I drew this, I got stuck because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what to draw. You know, I got stuck. I didn't know what to draw. Here's another one. These are like my very first early drawings of like, you know, trying to draw like the anatomy of the face. This one, I tore this page out and I put it in front of the book, like put it on the paper of the book. And yeah, it looks awful. But never try that. I thought I was gonna get good at like looking back on that. I thought that's how I was gonna get good at art. Like if I just put the paper on the book and drew the outline, I would subconsciously, no, that's not how it works. No. Okay, so leading on to this, again, I found a hard time drawing stuff. So for me personally, drawing from Yoshio Tagashi, Hunter x Hunter, you know, like drawing this, his designs for his characters and everything is very simplistic. You know, it's not too hard, and it's like, you know, kind of not easy, but like easier for anybody to draw. And that's where this came into play, because these are like my first ever drawings from, you know, Hunter x Hunter, and you know, it's rough, but you know, this is like this. When I drew this, I knew I was making some progress, and it was easy for me to like pick up. And when I drew that, okay, so no, I paused the video and I forgot what I was talking about, but that's the honest truth. But okay, so here's the end game of all my drawings. So, you know, I drew from Hunter x Hunter, and it was like I got confidence because I could tell I was getting better. So I drew Gun a lot with the handband and everything. And if you don't know who this is, then I'm going to kill you. I'm sorry. This is Killua. It's not a good picture. I still hate it, but you know, just moving on. Now, it's okay if you don't know what this is. This is Jing from the back of volume 8. I'll try to draw him. I messed up bad. The only thing I like about this is probably the hair. You know, the eyes are really weird, the nose, the chin is so big, and I found out how constrictive it is to just use paper, like notebook paper to draw, because I ran out of room. And when I ran out of room, I was like, fuck it, I'ma just start over. So I just, you know, did all the pen work for this, and you know, just called it quits. Now this was the one that I gained so much confidence from. When I drew this one, it took me a long time. It took me like a couple of hours to actually draw, because what I used to do was, when I drew, I took a pencil and I drew it with pencil first, and then if I messed up, I would just erase it, which I know better now. But you know, I drew it with pencil, and then I would go over it with pen. Now there's still stuff wrong with this. His forehead's a little weird, and the eyes are kind of awkward, but I really gained a lot of confidence from this. I remember I showed this to my girlfriend, and you know, I don't know. This made me, like, when I drew this, it made me feel like, I could see myself sitting at a desk just making panels and all that stuff. When I drew this one, I felt really confident with this. Now, before I go into what I want to go into, it's kind of sad for me because I recently just tore this. So I tried to draw Gone again. Again, I said I gained a lot of confidence when I drew this one. Yeah, I tried to draw it again, but when I tore it out, the paper tore, which is upsetting. But you know, again, a lot of confidence. This was like the first picture or drawing that I did where I found out how hard it is to draw hands. Hands are so hard to draw. I hate drawing hands, but you know,
I'll get better with it with time, but this again, another one just like similar to this one. A lot of confidence that I gained from drawing them too. And from that confidence, I decided to pick up Jujutsu Kaisen panels again and just draw from there. And I drew Gojo. It's still, not the best. It's a little weird looking, but I think it's some major progress from the other pictures that I drew. And this is when, so when I draw with a pencil, I'm using mechanical pencils. I don't have any good pencils yet, but when I drew this one, I found out how good it feels to just the skit like that. And that's what I did with a lot with the hair. And I had a lot of fun drawing the hair when I drew this one. Again, all this is from reference from the panels. There's another one I drew at Gojo. This one, I understand what I did wrong with this one. I made this eye way too small. This eye right here is too small. Like, it needs to be bigger, and that's why it looks kind of weird. Yeah, but besides that, I like what I did with this. The hand could be a little better gripping it, but I'm having a lot of fun drawing. I had a lot of fun drawing all this stuff. And then, I drew this one when Yuji was like up against the grasshopper curse spirit. So the thing is with this one, I decided to challenge myself. So all you see right here is from reference, me looking at the page and everything. But when I drew this one, I went it all with pen, because I told you guys what I was doing was I would get pencil and just go at it first and then go back at it with pen. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. This one, I went at it with pen first. So if I made a mistake, then I would just roll with it. And I see I made the chin way too long. The eyes are a little bit unproportional. The ears are weird, and But besides that, I think I like it. I enjoyed it and had a good time drawing this. And all right, so the last drawing that I did for the month of January was a redraw of the one I just did. It was a redraw, and this one I went at it again with pencil, but I want to outline with pen. So this was the last drawing I did for the month of January, and I'm super happy with this. I'm super happy with this. And when I drew this, I decided to get a sketchbook. But comparing these two together, I feel myself getting better. Now for the first day of February, I drew these two in the sketchbook. I drew Mahito when he's all up in front of Mekumaru and shit. So this one's a little weird. I don't know what I was doing with the body and the hairs all over the place, but I like the face. I like the face. And then I drew Useless Miwa. I think that's her name. I forgot. I don't remember her name because I really don't care for her. It sounds fucked up, but I really don't care. I'm sorry about that, but I drew Miwa, and I drew her crying and shit, and I think it's all right. I think it's okay, but a lot better than what I was doing at first.
Yeah, that is. Oh my God. Yeah, that was all the art that I did for the month of January, leading into this month. I think I made some pretty good progress. So now that I got that out the way, now to talk about the issue that I have now. But the issue that I have now is a couple of days ago was one of the worst days I had for me ever drawing. It was it got so bad for me because I made a promise to myself when I got this little sketchbook. I promised that when I got it, I would utilize every page and really take time to try to get good at this drawing stuff. I got to a part when I was trying to draw fighting choreography and in Jujutsu Kaisen, and it got so bad for me because I spent like 3 hours on that one drawing. It just came out so bad. I just threw it up all over the place and I threw it in the trash because it just did not. I just did not like it, and you know, now I'm starting to understand anatomy and choreography when you draw. Cause when I drew that was probably like one of the worst days I've ever had drawing. Cause up until that point, I've had fun the entire time. That day was the absolute worst.
So like taking a look at like, you know, the anatomy and stuff. I try to draw the head and stuff, and you know, I drew some hairstyles with it, but you know, they're not that great. This is really not that great. But you know, I try to draw just, you know, just stuff to just help me with anatomy. Now I drew like whatever like this is called. I don't know what that is called, but I drew that right here, and I try to draw like facial features to it after that. But then I drew at it like just like how like a regular face. But I like this more. I don't know. Another one. I drew this one. And I tried, like, this is my second time drawing it. Did not do good, but this is like my first time drawing whatever this is called, like the fucking Malo. I don't know, I forgot, but I try to draw a little drawing right here just to have fun. I know what's wrong with this now. The face is like, it's too wide. It's too wide. The face is too wide. So yeah,
that's just kind of where I'm at. I kind of want to. This is like my introduction and what I've been working on and what I'm going to be working on in the future. This is like my introduction, my first YouTube video. So so now there's a couple more things I want to talk about before I end the video. So again, one thing that I want to say is that Hunter x Hunter and Jujutsu Kaisen are my top favorite manga and anime. Yoshiro Togashi and Gege Akutami are fucking geniuses. Like, I'm not gonna geek out too much, but they are my absolute favorite mangaka. And there's no, I don't care if you give me Dragon Ball, I don't care if you give me fucking Naruto, Bleach, fucking Black Clover. There's like, absolutely, there's nothing better than Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is I don't care about numbers. Hunter x Hunter is the best piece of media to ever touch Earth. Period. I don't give a fuck. For me, Hunter x Hunter is better than Jujutsu Kaisen. Nothing else is better than Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is the best. It's better than any other piece of media than anybody can ever fucking say. Nobody can argue about that with me. Hunter x Hunter and Jujutsu Kaisen are the absolute best. Hunter x Hunter is better than Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen is second, and then after Jujutsu Kaisen is nothing. Fucking nothing. Now that I got my crazy ass opinions out the way, I kind of want to talk about what I want to be doing with this channel. So I do love video games. I love and it's crazy. The video games that I like are like I'm kind of like by myself in my friend group. I like Monster Hunter. I like Elden Ring. I like Bloodborne. I like Dark Souls. I love RPGs games. I've been playing them ever since I was little. I've been playing Monster Hunter ever since 4 Ultimate on the 3DS. I've been playing the spin-off games. I know Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out later this month, so I will be streaming that. I wanted to stream that, so I'll get whatever I need to set up. So later this month I will be streaming. I will be streaming Monster Hunter Wilds, and then there's other games that I wanted to play. Like I've never played Demon Souls, and I've never finished the first Dark Souls. So I wanted to stream that as well to get that. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm sorry, I'm a weird individual. I'm fucking weird, but you know, expect more stuff to come. I wanted to do vlogs, also gym content, because I love the gym and I love boxing and I love fighting. So more of that to come. So now the last thing I'm gonna say is my passion project, the one I've been thinking about for almost 4 years now. The name is World Seekers, and I'm not gonna say too much, but World Seekers is my passion project. If anybody is seeing this from like 10 years from now, you know, I don't even know what to say after that, but World Seekers is my passion project. So, and then another one that I want to work on is another one called Blasphemy. So, yeah, so if it's probably gonna take me a long time before I can even, you know, really get everything that I want to get out of that. It'd probably take me like 10 years for real, but yeah, this year I plan on just practicing, getting good at drawing, like repetition and, you know, practicing anatomy, fighting choreography, and martial arts, and all that stuff that I can put into this drawing stuff. So this year, 2025, just expect that. And yeah, that's it. So be on the lookout for World Seekers and Blasphemy. Yep. All right. I'm gonna probably end out the video with the Shackalicious gummies, because I bought these for the fucking video. So stay tuned for fuck's sake. Stay tuned in for more. Okay.